to Ant-Man in his successful anus mission.
Fuck Thanos.
Hashtag Avenge the Fallen.
Let's play Captain America, the gay guy.
Yeah, I am the first version of the Master Chief, technically.
Captain America is a Spartan because he has like super soldier like serum in
No, because Captain America could not carry around 2 tons of armor on him.
No.
That's why
You know what? To be fair, I'd argue that Captain America was a precursor for the Spartan program, but he was not a Spartan himself. He was an Orion Zero.
Does the MCU exist in the Halo universe?
No, but I wish it did. In fact, you know what? I hope it does. As historical, factual evidence of what happened. So then it doesn't seem like our lives were that boring.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's one of those links where it's kind of irrelevant, like Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. It makes no difference to either world, but they just say it is anyway.
But you know, it'd be pretty funny that, like, you know, Dr. Halsey, she went, I actually got the idea for the Orion program off of Captain America.
Yeah.
That'd be...
She went back in time and shagged him all over.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like superhuman strength.
I don't know what the glasses is.
That's what I don't get as well. How could she...
Oopsie. Trench warfare, Jake.
Trench
warfare.
That's
Get
another...
out of the ground. No. The demons have arrived.
No, the Nazis.
He's like, fuck.
That's the fear in his eyes. That's the fear in his eyes.
I see through the lies of the Jedi.
Let's punch some Nazis, yeah.
The mysterious attackers.
Nazis.
They look like Nazis.
Or
very mysterious.
Plot twist / spoiler. They're actually Hydra, which were founded by Nazis.
They are the same thing, really, aren't they? Pretty much.
They were founded by Nazis, but they have slightly different goals, don't they? Yeah. Although some of the Nazis were the higher ups, like the Red Skull.
Yeah.
But they had slightly different goals, didn't they? It was mainly just Hydra, world domination. They didn't really care about the
Nazis went away. Hydra sort of infected the Shield because they went.
That was really cool. They went
whenever they hugged, they went Hail Hydra. You know, so you've got to make sure you're not mistaken.
Yeah, there was that president dude from Iron Man 2.
What?
Excuse me? He's like, oh no, I said hail outside. That's what I said.
Yeah, there was that senator from Iron Man 2 and he appears in Civil War and he whispers to some dude, Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
I feel like if I was part of Hydra, I would really not risk it.
There was that whole thing about
probably not bad.
I don't know if it was in the films, but in the comics, there was a whole thing about Captain America was actually secret. Well, he was actually double agent for Hydra.
That was one of the newer editions, I believe. Because he was part of Hydra.
Yeah, because
I think that they did it.
Yeah,
but then
because
they backtracked on it massively.
I don't know. They didn't, because basically what they did is during the stories, one of the stories of Captain America
killed my parents. That cunt.
He got.
He did, didn't he?
He got.
I didn't know that yet, but he did.
He got kidnapped by Hydra. He got kidnapped by Hydra, and I think the next thing you saw in the comic panels was him escaping, like, I'm making this heroic escape. But then later on, it shows you the fact that he's actually had his mind twisted to be a double agent for Hydra, and he eventually, as in superhero fashion, he eventually breaks the mind conditioning. But it was that thing of like, by the time he'd done that, the damage had already been done.
You're like Winter Soldier, then.
No, Winter Soldier, he was a straight double agent for time. Because he was Bucky, and then he was the Winter Soldier, but he was actually working for Hydra. And then Captain America, correct me if I'm wrong, YouTube, but Captain America, while he was trying to break Bucky's mind conditioning, he was actually under the control of Hydra. But not directly.
Fucking yeah.
Bucky's take thousands of pounds of men every day.
It was one of those things where
just shut up.
Literally, Russian. Literally, put it down to a knot. Russian sleeper agent is essentially what Captain America were.
Yeah. I don't read any of the comics. To be fair. I used to read some back.
I don't.
I just don't have time.
I don't. I read the lore on all the characters, and it basically brings the background up until where they are now.
Yeah, I was always more of a DC Comics guy anyway, to be fair.
See, right, this is, I've said this before, I'm pretty sure. Marvel movies, DC TV shows. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Marvel DC TV shows going down the hill.
They're up and down.
No, live action ones were shit. The animated ones were top quality. Animated, top quality. But Marvel's TV shows are pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Arrow season 1 and
Netflix
2.
ones are okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Netflix
Great,
Daredevil's
good.
really
Season
good.
3 trash, season 4 trash, season 5 brilliant, season 6 is fine, and season 7's okay up to now, but it's ending next season. But they're doing a Crisis on Infinite Earths kind of thing, so they're doing their own TV Justice League, and Green Arrow's probably going to die during that, I imagine. But I'm excited about that, and the Flash season 1 were great, season 2 were great, 3 was wank, 4 was shit too, I think they're in 4 at the minute. I'm like half in, half out, but I watch a bit of them. I can't just have like a marathon every couple of weeks or so. And to be fair, I do enjoy
100%
them. I don't
right.
dislike them.
Original Teen Titans, gold. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, fucking brilliant. The fight scene between Superman and Darkseid, and Darkseid's like punching him all over, and then Superman goes, you know what? Slaps him across the city, slaps him down, and goes, you know what, I'm sick of tired of living in a world that feels like cardboard. Feels like that if I let slip for 1 minute, someone's gonna die. But you know what? And literally goes, you know what, big man? You can take it, can't you? And just goes bang, 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 slaps him down. But then it's the classic bullshit of, I've got this thing that makes you feel pain times 1,000, and it's like, fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, you got shit like that in like Batman.
Because I remember this quote specifically goes, and I will not stop until you are but a greasy smear on my fist. And I was like, I was like 8 at the time, and I was like, love you, Superman. You're my guy. Do you know what I mean? Like watching TV, and then that was it.
For me, it was Batman the animated series.
Oh, I've not seen those. But
Which
you can
one?
get those in like remastered
Which one?
Blu-ray.
The one where
black and
it was
white
like
ones.
weirdly animated, or the one that was just animated the same as Justice League.
The same. He was like a big tanky one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
They really
Yeah,
understood
he's
the
sick.
character.
Is that the
of
one with the
Batman.
intro where it was like stood on the rooftop and it's all black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no,
I've been meaning to
black
watch
cowl,
those.
grey suit.
Yeah. They understood the
That
character
guy's
so
like,
well.
oh, was it? Is it Kevin Conroy who does his
Yeah,
voice?
yeah.
He
Yeah,
knows.
Mark
He
Hamill.
knows.
As well.
Mark
As the
Hamill
Joker.
did the Joker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy is the Bat. I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm pretty sure it is Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
He did the voices throughout the.
Kevin
Arkham
Conroy.
series.
He's Batman to me.
Kevin
The Arkham
Con-
games
yeah.
are so good.
Kevin Conroy, most iconic Batman. Mark Hamill, most iconic Joker.
Absolutely.
I actually started playing
Abso-fucking-lutely.
like, a couple of days ago Arkham City again.
Yeah,
Return to Arkham.
Arkham
it's
Asylum and
really-
Arkham
it,
City
like,
is so good.
Thing is, if you think about it, it's a bit weird. Mark Hamill, in one bit, he's laughing about killing hundreds of people. Then in the next minute, he's screaming the sacred texts.
Yeah, that's,
The sacred texts.
do you remember Jane Silent Bob where he wore that like big massive hand and it was the nut knocker?
Yeah.
Yeah, the nut knocker.
They're doing another one.
It's like,
aren't they?
Tyler, you
Meaning
bothered
to watch
about that new Hellboy? Because I know you like the first couple.
I did.
Second trailer
I
was
do
pretty
like
good. First trailer was
Hellboy.
tossed,
See, the thing
first
is,
one- second one pretty
It
good.
doesn't look amazing, but
I'm
it
gonna
looks
give it a
watchable.
chance. But the thing is, I would personally prefer a sequel to the Ron Perlman Hellboy
The
because
third one, yeah, man, obviously.
the Ron Perlman Hellboy was actually top notch. Like he was sick as Hellboy.
It was fucking Guillermo del Toro.
How many
Yeah,
Hellboys
Guillermo
has there
del
been
Toro.
apart from this new one? Just two?
What Hellboy? It was originally Ron Perlman. It was originally him in the first two, and then now they've like rebooted
It's,
it. Even though
David Harbour from Stranger
I
Things.
don't think it needed a reboot, but they've rebooted it.
I think
so.
the second one, the second Hellboy made fuck all money, so they didn't
I
bother
loved
with the
it.
third
I
one.
loved the second
I've not
I
seen
Hellboy.
like
any
that
of them.
movie too.
I actually preferred the second
Is
one over
Hellboy
the first
Marvel,
one,
DC?
and the reason why.
DC, I think.
The reason why is because the second one it reveals a lot more lore than the first one.
Yeah.
Like a lot more like this. Like there is worlds beyond our own. Whereas the first one it was a bit like he's a guy from this place and he's just killed a god. That's it. Whereas the second one it was like actually there's our world here and then there's this whole like world that encompasses it and it gives background on humans, elves, and all that shit. And I actually prefer the second one to the first one.
I watched them.
The first
I need to
one,
watch them again.
first one was really good. Second one, I personally think is my favourite.
I've not seen any of them. I remember seeing it advertised. It's got like a flame fist.
You should
First
watch
one,
them, they're really
first
good.
one essentially is you can boil it down to a battle between him and Rasputin. Do you remember? Rasputin. It's basically a battle between him and Rasputin, but it turns out Rasputin has actually got a god inside him. But then Hellboy gets a big fucking gun out that he calls Big Baby that fires shotgun shells. But it's a pistol that fires shotgun shells,
Yeah.
blows his head off and goes, right, that's it, it's done. And then that's essentially the first one. Whereas the second one is a bit more
based, like Deadpool kind of.
It's
Deadpool
not as
not
much
exactly.
as Deadpool. It has got some good comedy bits, but it's more story driven with comedic elements.
There's one awesome scene.
So it's kind of like a Marvel film.
There's a cartoon in it at Hellboy, and he fucking punches the bonnet, flies over.
Yeah, literally.
That's cool.
Yeah. Car speeding towards him, he punches the bonnet, flies over, and then literally the woman lands and she's like like that, and he walks up and goes, "You alright, ma'am?" Like that, and she's like,
I remember seeing that scene for the first time and being just like, whoa, that's fucking awesome.
Do you know which character I loved that wasn't in the second one? The agent from the first one who was like sort of a romantic interest for Liz.
Yeah.
He was actually really good. But then, like, do you remember in the first one where he's like there on a date with her, like the side of the bench, and Hellboy gets a rock and he goes like that, and he goes, "Ah, what the fuck?"
They're good movies. I'm gonna watch them again because I forgot all about them, to be honest.
I need to watch them.
We've been sat on this plane for about 20
We
minutes.
start talking about Hellboy.
Because Hellboy's sick.
Oh, now we can use the emergency exit.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie, the second film was actually really good. Like Golden Army, there's this army that was built specifically to kill all the enemies of the elves. The only thing that can control it is a crown that was made out of 3 bits. It can only be used by I'm not sure if this is right. It can only be used by an heir of the Elven King or something like that.
Honestly, God, that's
no. I remember one scene though where Hellboy's beating down on the Golden Army. He smashes the fucking thing into bits.
B.
And then literally...
I'm pressing B.
And then, like, he's smashing the fucking golden robot into bits. And he's like, yeah, cool, it's dead. And then all the cogs just like, they're like flattened and like bent and then just go bang, boom, and fucking build together. And he was like,
This game's actually sick.
But that was after he got stabbed by the Elven Prince, who then they had to go to the Angel of Death, didn't they, to get the piece taken out, because the more they tried to get it, the more it dug in.
Yeah.
And the only person who could get out of it was the Angel of Death, which, top notch to Guillermo del Toro, the fucking Angel of Death, with the fucking head splayed out flat. Creepy imagery, but really hits.
Dude,
He's
he's so good at monster movies. Dude, fucking like. He's
have you
obviously an Oscar winner because of
Shape of Water, so good.
You know the guy who played Abe. The guy who played Abe in Hellboy. You know the
That's a
one
lot for
with
me to take in right now.
the
What is
breathing
this?
thing. And he was like 20 years.
Yeah.
And so you know you guy who played him.
Dude.
He's the most famous actor you've never heard of.
Really? Is he one of those ones that are just supporting actors in everything?
Right, you know, every film that has some sort of actual person playing the monster.
Oh, I do know what you're talking about, because I think I was watching a documentary on him or something like that, and they were on about it there, like he's in fucking everything.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Monsters, but you don't know his
But you don't know his name.
Yeah.
But literally, like,
fucking
Pan's Labyrinth, did any of you watch that?
No.
With the, right, basically, it's
another one with David Bowie.
it's in Spanish. No, that's Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth. It's like in Spanish or Portuguese. It's about this girl who works through this labyrinth. Like, you could call it a scarier version of Labyrinth, but she gets to the end and there's this monster who's literally sat like, again, no face, who's sat there and he goes like this and like pulls up both of his hands, and in each of his hands is eyeballs, and he's like looking around like that. And again, he played it like literally. It's like every monster that was played by an actual human. Not every, but pretty much every monster was played by this one guy, and he's in what, hundreds of films maybe.
I can't remember what I saw him in. I can't remember.
He is literally the most famous actor you've never heard of.
He might have been like
because
the Last Jedi extras or something like that.
No, but literally, Andrew, it's to the point where you look at all the stuff he's done and you go, wait, I remember that film. Oh wait, shit, that character. Yeah.
He's
like,
always,
do you know what I mean?
wearing like practical costumes.
He's always in like costumes that take hours upon hours upon hours to do, just for one scene. And then he does a scene and then take it all off and then he does it all again, and it's like, fuck me, man.
That must be a pretty cool job, to be fair. I mean,
But no, because like literally, I remember seeing this like again, like they did a documentary on him. they did a documentary on him, and the opening bit was literally he said, "I'm probably the most famous actor you've never heard of." And it was like, I've been in like, I think it was like something like 60 or 50 films, something like that, and they're all like where the monsters are played by real people. He's 9 times out of 10 that's him. But the thing is, he always gets credited, but
He does, but
no one ever knows his name.
Yeah, you obviously never taken his face, do you?
That reminds me of Super Mario Odyssey, where it's like,
So stupid.
This game's actually amazing.
I remember hearing like Guillermo del Toro is obviously quite a famous writer.
Oh yeah, no,
Lots
it's a famous
of
horror
movies.
movie.
Yeah, and apparently in his house.
Didn't he do like a shit film one time with Mark Wahlberg? The Mist? Or was
Mist?
Mark Wahlberg?
No.
You're talking about The Happening, but
talking
that
about-
wasn't him.
Oh,
No, I was going to say, the new Mist,
You're thinking of
the recent Mist, right.
Oh, dude, the ending to that fucking
No,
heart breaks
no,
my heart.
Right, listen to me, right. The newest Mist, loads of people didn't like it, but the reason why I liked it was because
Are you talking about the film or the
film,
movie?
the film
The one
with
that's got like, Thomas Jane in.
the film with the guy who played Starkiller from Force Unleashed.
Sam Witwer.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Admit, the one where
Yeah,
it ends
that
and he
one.
kills his family and then the army
Yeah.
shows up.
Yeah.
Fucking kills me.
Yeah.
That broke my heart.
Thing is, loads of people didn't like that.
That
I
was a good movie,
fucking loved it,
I mean,
and
that's
the
a good
reason
movie.
why is because I think it actually captures what Stephen King was on about in that.
Stephen King came out after that movie came out and he was like, that's a better ending than what's in my book. Because that's not the book end.
Yeah, it's not.
Wait, what's this one called?
The Mist.
Mist.
Basically,
Am I thinking of a different
Alex,
Mist?
you're,
let
you're
me
thinking of The
explain.
Happening. You're thinking of The Happening with Mark
Right,
Wahlberg,
basically,
where they
what
just kill
happens is-
themselves and because of the
Isn't it
leaves.
like an air monster?
No,
No.
The leaves
Andrew,
kill
no.
people.
Hey,
That's it.
right,
I'm
basically,
thinking of something completely different.
in the
Sorry,
Mist, there's a small town. You just think of this really small town in America. This mist envelops it, and basically everyone who's outside gets killed. Everyone who's outside in this mist gets killed.
Yeah.
No one knows what by or
Sounds like bird.
It-
Box.
you-
but all
literally,
this
they're
stuff.
trapped in
But
a
literally,
supermarket.
yeah,
and
everyone
there's
is
some
trapped in
mist
a
outside.
supermarket. But the thing is, there's
creepy
one
as hell.
army guy there, and he's only a private, so he doesn't know that much. And he, like everyone, he get like it's more about. It's not about what's outside. It's more about what people would react like in
yeah.
that situation, where hysteria and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So eventually, it gets to the point where the main characters and the family of the main character, they set off on this road trip, this final road trip where you think, look, this will be the end. They will get to the end and they will survive.
They drive until
But
they run out of fuel.
basically, what happens is they drive, they run out of fuel. There's the dad, the wife, the 2 kids. No, the
No,
kid
there's one
and
kid
and the 2
he's
grandparents.
There's
No, the dad, wife,
the kid. The wife's dead. The wife dies. There's a love interest which is
Oh yeah.
what's her face from The Walking Dead, the one
Yeah.
who fights paedophiles in real
The
life.
dad, love interest,
Laurie
the
Holt,
kid,
That's the one. She's
I
in
don't know
it.
how I
and the
remember
2
that name.
grandparents.
And I think they've got 4. I don't think I think there's only 4 of them because they've got 3 bullets.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
three-
that's
there's
it.
3 bullets,
That's
so
it.
you
And
kill
no,
them.
no. There's 4 bullets. There's 4 bullets for all of them. And basically what happens is the dad shoots the 2 kids because basically like
They're
the
gonna die.
trap like and Andrew
it's
they are
broke my
going to
arm.
die. They are
Honest to God, broke my
trapped
arm.
in the middle of this mist. They are going to die.
Yeah.
So what they decide is the dad shoots the 2 kids. That's 2 bullets gone. And then there's only 2 of them left. So the granddad, he shoots himself. And this is the actual heartbreaking bit. The dad, last bullet, he puts a gun to his head, mist clears,
Yeah.
the army is coming through.
There's definitely 3 bullets because he gets outside the car and starts screaming for the things to kill him, and then you see like an army car come out of the mist.
No.
Genuinely, that's
Well,
what it ends
no,
with, 'cause
oh,
he
yeah.
kills all 3 of them and
Well,
then
yeah.
stands up to go
Yeah.
and kill himself out in the mist of the monsters.
to be killed by
And then
them.
the cars come out and
Yeah,
you're like,
because Andrew, literally.
You just missed
Andrew.
a massive explosion.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, but Andrew, we're We're talking about some serious fucking emotional shit, and you're there laughing about Captain America.
This film.
I actually want to watch this now.
Oh, God, it
I actually
broke
really
me.
want to.
When I watched it for the first time, it broke me for like 3 days because all I could
That's
fucking
what's
think
so
about.
brilliant about.
The cinematography is
Right.
great. So you don't ever actually see him kill any
Right.
people in the car.
I've never been a books over movie fan, but do you know what book is genuinely better than the movie? I Am Legend.
I Am Legend's
Basically,
toss, though.
I didn't know that was a book.
the movie.
The movie,
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course, the movie's
The
toss.
book.
It's toss.
The book is
I remember watching it with you and Jake.
fucking brilliant. While I was on the delivery van for the first year of my job,
Yeah.
we listened to I Am Legend, and fuck me,
The audiobook.
the audiobook, and I cannot stress, it is actually 10 times better than the film.
I've never-
The film, it changed
they've
so
like-
much shit that
I
it's
didn't
not.
know it was a book.
It's
Yeah,
not.
they're conscious, aren't they? The zombies. They're like they're
Basically, to cut a long story short, at the end, like, you think this guy's fighting against all these monsters, like all these monsters, then you find out that actually, technically, he is the monster in their world.
I love that shit, me.
Basically, the reason why it's called I Am Legend, because he, the main guy, is a legend that the mutated humans tell to their kids of, if you don't behave, if you don't do this, this guy will come and get you. But the thing is, the difference is he actually does it. Like, but this entire time he's trapped in this house. He only ever lets one person in. And this woman that he lets in is always wearing makeup because she's infected.
Yeah.
She's always wearing makeup and all this stuff. And basically, it gets to the end where it's revealed that she was always playing him, even though there's a bit of a like, did she really love him sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But basically, he gets put in prison because although everyone's mutated, he's the only one that hasn't, Robert Neville. And he obviously thought that everyone was mindless because there was always these set group of people that were stood outside of his house shouting, Robert, like, come out and play and all this stuff. But the thing is, when it all gets revealed, she reveals that those people, they still need help. Like, those people haven't fully transitioned yet, so they still need medical care. And there's this whole entire world. Like, you can imagine it, our world like it is now, but there's one person who isn't a part of any of our race.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like everyone is infected and everyone's sentient and everyone's normal. It's just night and day of being reversed.
I like that stuff, mate.
But he is the only one whose day and night is still normal.
Yeah.
And literally, he gets put in prison for it. Literally, like,
I didn't know that's
like
how it
no,
ended.
literally, that's how it ends. The end of the book, SWAT team bursts through his door, and he's like, "What the fuck is happening here?" And he's getting dragged away, and like, because he's admitted to this woman that he's killed like so many fucking people. He's admitted to her. He gets dragged away by SWAT police, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, he's like completely boggled. He's like, "SWAT police? What? I thought the world had ended." All this sort of stuff. And then it ends with him basically looking out of his prison cell at night time. Hundreds of people, if not thousands of people there, all shouting shit at him like this. But then it dawns on him, like, he's the monster. He's the monster in their world, whereas what he originally thought was they're the monster in his world.
Yeah.
And that is why I cannot stress I Am Legend book better than the movie. 100%.
I don't think I'm the biggest fan of like shock twists, but I'm a real big fan of like challenging the perspective kind of twist. Like later on,
Honestly, like, if you got Audible,
I use Audible.
get I Am Legend on that. If it's on there, get I Am Legend on that. It is a brilliant listen.
Honestly, I listen to books all the time. I think I'm like a couple of hours off being top of, you know, they've got ratings or whatever. I'm like a couple off that because I just fucking listen to books.
Honestly, listen to I Am Legend. It is fucking brilliant.
I might give it a listen.
I've been meaning to listen to it.
Like,
What was it?
don't get me wrong, I have just like spoiled it
I
all.
couldn't get into it.
I've just spoiled it all, but honestly,
It don't bother me.
I cannot even do justice of how good the book is.
Yeah,
the book is brilliant.
I read all Game of Thrones books knowing exactly, basically where it went, and fucking I still loved them massively.
Honestly, listen to I Am Legend. It is a brilliant book. The movie, I'm not even joking, the movie bar the ending.
The movie's
Bar,
fine.
right, bar
The ending's just so
the
shit.
bonus ending scene where it shows him actually giving the woman back.
Hands it
Oh
over,
yeah.
Bar that, maybe 10% of it is accurate. The rest is completely liberties.
Oh, you
Like,
find that
obviously,
boring.
like with the film, like I'm not saying it in a bad way, but if they'd actually made the movie to the book, it would have been a fucking brilliant movie.
Yeah,
it really would have.
You
I
can
feel like you
imagine
can
that
watch
it's-
them both as like the separate things.
You can imagine that it's all.
No, you
both
can. Like, no,
completely different.
literally, you can. You can watch them both as separate things, and they're both equally good.
Yeah.
But knowing that
What are you doing,
there
Robbie
was this
Fred?
brilliant book, there was this brilliant book that had a like compared to the book, it was a mediocre film that was based off it. It's a bit like.
Honestly, I feel like the movie as a whole, it's fine, but the
Yeah,
ending,
it is fine.
The ending's bad. The
I
ending's
wish-
bad
Two
because
endings you can watch.
I mean they shot 3, I think.
No,
Yeah.
the shot two.
They shoot 2.
They should do it. It was.
'Cause they
It
couldn't-
was,
I've seen
it was
the
the
one
one that they
to
went
it.
with, and then there was the alternate one that was on the DVD where it showed that Robert Neville actually gave back the woman that he had as a test
That was
subject,
the ending they
and
should
they
have
all
used.
left him alone.
That's what the ending they should have used.
That is the ending they should have used, because that would have been more accurate to the book, and it would have been like,
Yeah.
you know what? Instead of being mindless
They're not
beasts,
monsters, yeah.
they understand they have a similar sort of intelligence.
Yeah. That's the ending they should have gone with. But I don't
mean,
mind that movie. It's fine. I'm
Honestly,
not in any rush to
listen
watch
to
it
the
again.
book. Listen to the book.
I'm
I
actually-
cannot stress that enough.
Hands down, best book better than the movie is fucking The Martian. 100%.
Martian.
I saw the trailer and I was like, this is a movie for me.
I've
And I
not
was
read
like,
it.
I'm gonna read the book. The
not
book
read
is
it.
the book is.
I really like the
fucking
movie. I think the
brilliant.
movie's like
right.
just really good.
One
the
book,
book's infinitely
that
better,
I
honestly,
actually wish would have like a good, true to source adaptation. I'm not sure if you listened to it. Is Old Man's War.
No, never even heard of it.
It is a fucking brilliant book. Basically, cut a long story short, there's a space force where they hire old people to fight in space in these wars. And essentially what they do is they give these old people brand new, young bodies where they've got all these adaptive things like gills, they can survive certain pressures, and you know, all this stuff. Basically what they do is they transfer the consciousness from their old human bodies into these new biologically adapted bodies to suit as many environments as possible, essentially. And there's this whole bit where they all find out that they're in their 20-year-old selves' bodies, and the people that were sorting it, do you know what they say? Go and have fun. And literally there's a whole maybe a page or so of them just shagging. I mean, it don't go into detail.
Boy.
No, but it don't go into detail. But it says everyone was shagging everyone. People were fucking doing flips and shit because the bodies are 3 times as strong as humans, and you know, all that stuff. And it is a brilliant book. And then it also goes into the fact, because it's called the Space Something Force. I can't remember. I think it's SDF or something like that. And basically, once you've finished your required amount of years, what they do is they then put you into another body, which is completely human, a clone of your original, but you're 20 years old, and you can go live your life out on a colony.
Yeah.
And that is a brilliant book. That is an absolutely Old Man's War, brilliant book. Fucking read
I'll
it.
check it out. If you want a good book to read, one that I've been reading recently, I'm about 3/4 of the way through. It's called I Am Pilgrim.
I Am Pilgrim.
Oh, it's very good, man. Honest to God, it's about a retired CIA agent who's kind of gets pushed back into this kind of
Was that made into a
psychological
film?
terror. I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
No.
But there's this
Not yet.
the main villain's kind of he's like an ISIS kind of thing, but he's very small, like a doctor.
Yeah.
So
like a Moriarty.
Yeah, the thing that he's trying to release smallpox into the US.
Yeah.
It's kind of there's chapters with him, and there's chapters with the CIA agent, so you sort of
Yeah.
see it from both perspectives, and it's fucking brilliant.
I'm gonna
It's
go
great,
for a
well written.
piss.
What's that?
I'm making a Captain America drink. I put cherry vodka in it,
That's what Ben was doing.
some red grenadine,
That's what
and I've got some blue grenadine. That's not going to
outside.
taste good right now.
How thick that. It was
Oh, this is going to taste
it was
awful.
like gravy.
One good book that I cannot recommend more over the film. Did you ever watch Ender's Game?
I didn't watch it because it was
Bender's
wank. But I
Ender's Game, not Bender's Game. Right,
be
the
fair,
book,
pure
Ender's
sugar.
Game, and like the next three,
give
and
me
the next
acid
2 or 3
immediately.
books after that is very good. The film
Didn't the film have a Harrison Ford in it?
Yes,
Yeah.
but the film doesn't actually do it justice because essentially in the film it makes it seem like they're there for like maybe a couple of months and it ends, but really in the book, Ender, the main character, he was there from 6 years old until he was about 12 to 14. So he spent all these years in the battle school, but it never actually emphasizes that in the film. It literally in the film it makes it seem like they're there for a couple of months and then it's over. But in the book they are there like Ender. Bearing in mind he's an exception as well. He's there from the age of 6. But then there's books past that as well that goes more into the story. It's very good. Ender's series is very good.
Is the
I wanted to
movie
get
just
into it.
like the first book, or is it like
The movie
the whole
is
series?
the movie is the first book, yeah. But
I hate the movie.
I'm guessing there's
Why?
no
That's-
sequel coming out.
That's why I
no,
never watched
there's
it.
not because it actually did pretty poorly.
Yeah.
Because
But the
Is
thing
it the
is,
same that Valkyrie film with Eddie Redmayne in it, and it's got like a
guy-
chest infection? It's like,
Oh, you mean
But the
you're
guy-
talking about fucking
the guy who wrote Ender's
God
Game,
damn, that
Orson
shit
Scott
movie
Card.
Channing
Charles
Tatum and oh no, you're
it's got Eddie Redmayne.
City of a
as the main-
Thousand Worlds. What's it called?
Oh shit!
It's gonna do my head in this.
It's got Cara Delevingne in it.
It's got cat.
Do you guys think Captain America's gonna die in?
Yes.
Oh, don't say this is basically a fucking Arkham City.
It is
I
basically.
don't know, mate. I feel like Iron Man and Thanos have been kind of on like a parallel arc, and they
Well, I pressed B to
emphasised
dodge and
in
it didn't do
Infinity
it.
War, so I feel like if
I
anyone's
actually
gonna die,
Muggins. I actually pressed B to dodge and didn't do it.
I know this is the first time you called me Muggins in quite a while.
Yeah, that's very
What's
true.
his name?
Andrew.
I'm used to that.
if I call him Andrew, it feels fucking weird.
Yeah.
Andrew better know.
Andrew, it's not
Yeah,
fucking.
Andrew.
It's not dodging when I press B.
Strange.
No, it's A!
You did not say A. You said B.
I said A, I think.
I'm still not doing it.
Yeah, it is.
Muggins, do you think you'll be like a 70-year-old man and someone will still be calling you Muggins?
Right, I'm pressing A. It's-
I'm still friends with you guys by that point.
Presume
I
you
would
drop
drop
and
me.
rolls the
Yeah.
dodge.
In the next couple of years, I'm dropping it.
Yeah, I assume the
I'm gonna
channel's gonna
retire
be
from the
dissolved.
channel.
Right, Captain America's dead.
Fuck this game.
Something like that. Fucking.
Oh, you bust that dude's ribs.
And then do a flip. Bang, boom, bam.
Say
Do
the
another
superheroes
flip.
don't kill,
and
but Captain America definitely
see
kills.
that?
They don't give two shits in the Marvel
Right.
universe. They kill people left, right, and centre.
Press A to win. Hey, he's back. What are you
Fucking
doing?
hell, he's getting up for a second round.
Ah,
isn't
he's down now.
he? You just kick him twice and he's
Legit,
dead.
I just did a front fucking flipping kick and he just dead. Okay, I got shot. Okay, that's fine. How do I get up the ladder?
Jump.
I can't.
Just,
I can only flip.
Go up the stairs!
can you imagine
What stairs?
being the guy
For
shooting
real? Okay.
Oh, shot.
bollocks? I've seen
Fucking
fucking Captain America jump
What's
way
this?
higher than
I
that.
don't know, it's a map.
Find the enemy equipment schematics allowed.
You got
Time to
10 G.
exploit their weaknesses. Don't worry. They can't shoot me.
This is definitely.
Imagine seeing that. Like, woo! There's a guy doing flips
I
like.
remember this from the movie.
Well, it's
Says-
like-
Thank you.
You know, in the first Avenger movie where Captain America, there's that montage of him taking down like Nazi bases. I imagine there's been one of the Nazi bases and it's just like flipping all over.
Once
the place,
collected,
grabbing
Arnim
some-
Zola's research reels can be viewed at any time. 24
24 frames a
frames.
second.
That's terrible. The human
We upload
eye.
to 30 frames a second.
I mean,
Fuck
that-
you.
Yeah, but the
24
human eye. The
frames is
human eye
standard
cannot
movie
see
frame rate.
above 120 frames per second.
I don't know, mate. I feel like you've been
So-
manipulated by the Xbox
I feel like
fanboys.
I feel like I can see at least 60 frames. I can tell the difference
Oh,
between
dude,
30 and 60.
to me, I've played
yeah,
Overwatch at
obviously.
60 FPS and I've played Overwatch at 250.
What the fuck do I
FPS,
do?
and it is
Where's the stairs?
infinitely
Oh,
different.
they're up there.
It's
Whoa,
just-
yeah.
it's fucking
Whoa,
smooth as
whoa,
like-
whoa.
You're right, I can
Ah,
just recognise
woo,
the movements
woo,
of
Oh,
everything.
you can tell immediately.
Did you see that?
honestly. You know,
Right.
you know, like back in the day, obviously it was only 30
Not gonna lie.
FPS, now it's 60.
How fucked off would you be if you're shooting at a guy and he's just doing flips and fucking rolls? Like, how annoyed would you be?
Flip some fucking rolls.
Can I just ask? Oh, am I backtracking by going through here or not?
I'll
No.
never rest.
It's West Bastion.
You did it.
Bucky Soda's Avengers
job, man.
You did the game now.
Completed 100%. Thanks to Spider-Man.
We did it, guys.
We did it. I mean,
Congratulations.
see this? Wham. Somehow it comes back to me. I don't know why.
I'm not Captain America anymore. Video's over.
You're Iron Man anyway, so what are you on about?
Alright guys, thanks for watching another Blue Orange video. Don't forget to throw your shields at the subscribe button and fucking punch the like button. And don't forget to share with your friends. And if you're new around here, click the notification bell too. I've got a dance to get to, and I've got some Nazis to punch, so see you in a bit. God bless America.
Cap, this game fucking sucks.
At least mine wasn't a piece of shit where you just fly around shooting the same objects over and over again.
Fuck you, that's fun.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's the best fun in the world. You'd never thrown around shooting shit because you're just a dickhead that throws a shield.
Well, at least I fucking have superpowers instead of you using armor to fucking do everything.
Yeah, but at least I built what I am. You're just a fucking stupid bastard that's riding on someone else's success. Huh? Huh?
Well, at least my fucking girlfriend isn't crazy and shoves eggs up her vagina, doesn't use healing crystals.
What are you talking about? Your girlfriend's dead. I'll fuck you up any day of the week.
Put the suit on, let's go for a couple of rounds.
Let's go. That shield doesn't belong to you. You don't deserve it. My father made that shield.